Did you know that Quincy Jones retreated from the public eye after suffering multiple strokes? Or that Stevie Wonder's life was saved by a kidney transplant? From Lena Horne's prolonged struggle with lung disease to countless other stars whose health battles forced them away from the limelight, here are 25 Black celebrities who were compelled to abandon their careers due to incurable illnesses. 1. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, hailed as the greatest, was far more than a boxing titan. He was a global phenomenon, a cultural icon whose electrifying charisma, unparalleled athleticism, and fearless activism captivated millions. His story is the epitome of transformation. A young boy from Louisville, Kentucky, who ascended to worldwide superstardom. Yet even legends are not invincible. Life delivered a devastating blow when, in the 1980s, Ali was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a relentless neurological disorder that progressively deteriorates movement and speech. For a man whose speed, both in the ring and in his legendary verbal sparring, defined him, this was an unfathomable twist of fate. Parkinson's had no cure, and gradually it stripped away the physical dominance that had once made him an undisputed champion. The same voice that had declared, "I am the greatest," now struggled to form words. His iconic rhythmic trash talk, once a signature of his persona, was slowly silenced. In 1981, Muhammad Ali officially hung up his gloves, closing the chapter on an unparalleled boxing career. But make no mistake, his influence didn't fade. If anything, it grew stronger. Ali dedicated his later years to spreading awareness about Parkinson's disease, bringing international attention to the condition. 2. Toni Braxton. She isn't just a singer, she's a music legend whose voice has reached millions, leaving an everlasting impact with songs like "Unbreak My Heart" and "He Wasn't Man Enough." Toni Braxton ruled the charts in the 1990s, winning multiple Grammys and amassing a devoted fan base. But beneath the glamour and flashing lights, she has endured battles that nearly destroyed both her career and her life. In 2008, Toni received a devastating diagnosis: lupus, an incurable autoimmune disorder that causes the body's immune system to attack its own tissues and organs. This condition brings a relentless storm of symptoms: crippling fatigue, excruciating joint pain, and even potential damage to critical organs like the heart and kidneys. For someone with Toni's tireless work ethic, this illness became an agonizing obstacle, forcing her to step away from the music industry multiple times to focus on her health. Yet despite setbacks and struggles, Toni has demonstrated remarkable resilience. She refuses to suffer in silence, instead using her global platform to spread awareness about lupus and inspire others fighting similar battles. 3. Robin Roberts. For millions across the world, Robin Roberts isn't just a journalist. She's a symbol of warmth, strength, and unwavering positivity. As a longtime anchor of Good Morning America, Robin won audiences over with her genuine personality and ability to connect with people. But behind the cameras, she has endured some of the toughest health battles imaginable. In 2007, Robin was diagnosed with breast cancer, a moment that changed her life forever. Instead of hiding her struggles, she bravely shared her entire treatment journey with the public, inspiring countless women to face their own diagnoses with courage and determination. Just when she thought she had won the fight, another devastating blow struck. In 2012, Robin was diagnosed with myelodysplastic syndrome, a rare and life-threatening blood disorder affecting bone marrow. The only hope for survival? A bone marrow transplant. The grueling treatment forced Robin to step away from GMA, leaving fans and colleagues devastated, yet unwavering in their support. But defeat was never an option. She fought through immense pain, uncertainty, and months of recovery to emerge stronger than ever. In 2013, Robin returned to television, this time not just as a journalist, but as a symbol of perseverance. Her openness about her health struggles has helped raise global awareness for both breast cancer and MDS, encouraging millions to prioritize their well-being. Robin Roberts isn't just a TV personality. She's a warrior, proving that even the darkest battles can be fought with hope and resilience. 4. Chaka Khan. Her voice is legendary, her name synonymous with powerful vocals and electrifying performances. Known as the Queen of Funk, Chaka Khan dominated the airwaves with hits like Ain't Nobody and I'm Every Woman. She has earned multiple Grammys, a global fan base, and iconic status in the music industry. But behind the stage lights and roaring crowds, Chaka faced demons that nearly consumed her. For decades, she battled addiction issues, a struggle that wreaked havoc on both her health and career. The constant pressure of being in the public eye, grueling tour schedules, and the weight of expectations led her down a dangerous path, one that involved prescription drug dependency and substance abuse. As her addiction worsened, her health declined, and her career faltered. The once unstoppable Chaka Khan found herself on the brink of collapse. But true legends never stay down. Determined to rewrite her story, Chaka fought her way back, seeking treatment, reclaiming her health, and proving that her strength was just as powerful as her voice. Her return to the music scene wasn't just about reclaiming the spotlight. It was a testament to her resilience and an inspiration to fans worldwide who struggle with addiction and personal demons. 5. Tisha Campbell. Tisha Campbell isn't just a gifted actress and singer, she's a comedy icon who made her mark on legendary sitcoms like Martin and My Wife and Kids. With her flawless comedic timing and undeniable charm, she captured the hearts of audiences everywhere. But behind the laughter and bright stage lights, Tisha has been quietly waging a war against a relentless, life-altering illness, sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a crippling blood disorder that affects red blood cells, leading to excruciating pain, overwhelming fatigue, and serious health complications. For anyone, this disease is a daily battle, but in the demanding, high-pressure world of Hollywood, managing it becomes nearly impossible. Tisha was diagnosed as a child, meaning she spent her entire career fighting against the disease while pushing herself to keep up with the grueling demands of acting and performing. There were countless days when the debilitating pain and exhaustion nearly forced her to step away from her career. But quitting was never an option. Despite the challenges and setbacks, Tisha has been fearlessly open about her battle with sickle cell anemia, using her platform to raise awareness and inspire others who share her struggle. Her story is more than one of fame and success. It's a testament to strength, resilience, and the refusal to let anything stand in the way of a dream. 6. Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight's smooth, soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics have defined an era of R&B. With chart-topping hits like Back at One and Anytime, he became a household name, a symbol of timeless romance and musical excellence. His voice could melt hearts, but behind the spotlight, Brian was facing a health battle that threatened to take it all away. Recently, Brian revealed the shocking truth. He has been battling a rare autoimmune disease, a condition where the body's immune system turns against itself, attacking healthy cells and tissues. The illness brought on chronic fatigue, muscle pain, and other relentless symptoms, making it nearly impossible to maintain the demanding lifestyle of a performer. The effects of the disease forced him to cut back on live performances, limit public appearances, and step away from the constant pressures of the industry. But while his pace may have slowed, his passion for music remains unshaken. Instead of letting the disease define him, Brian McKnight has adapted, choosing to focus on creating music at his own rhythm, prioritizing his health and longevity over the fast-paced grind of fame. His journey is a reminder that true artistry never fades, even when life presents unexpected battles. 7. Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall wasn't just an actress, she was a trailblazer. Known for her iconic role as Laverne in Laverne and Shirley, she later became one of the first women to direct blockbuster films, bringing hits like Big and A League of Their Own to life. Her work shattered barriers in Hollywood, proving that women belong behind the camera just as much as in front of it. But in 2009, Penny's legendary career came to an abrupt halt when she was diagnosed with brain cancer, a devastating, life-threatening disease that shook her fans to the core. Brain cancer is one of the most brutal illnesses, requiring grueling treatments that drain both the body and mind. For Penny, it meant stepping away from the industry she loved, putting aside her passion for directing to focus on survival. Yet, true to her nature, Penny refused to back down. She faced her illness with unwavering determination, battling through treatments and even returning to work when she was strong enough. Her resilience and passion never wavered. Sadly, the battle was too great. In 2018, Penny Marshall passed away, leaving behind a legacy that remains unmatched in Hollywood. Though she's gone, her influence, her groundbreaking films, and her fearless spirit continue to inspire generations of filmmakers, actors, and dreamers alike. 8. Aaliyah. Aaliyah was more than just a singer. She was a cultural icon, a voice that shaped an entire generation. With her smooth, hypnotic vocals, signature style, and captivating presence, she became known as the Princess of R&B, delivering timeless hits like One in a Million, Try Again, and Are You That Somebody? But Aaliyah wasn't just a force in music. She had already made her mark in Hollywood, starring in hit films like Romeo Must Die and Queen of the Damned. Her career seemed unstoppable, a meteoric rise that left the world in awe. However, behind the glamour, Aaliyah faced physical and emotional struggles that weren't widely reported during her lifetime. The relentless demands of her career as both a singer and actress inevitably took a toll on her well-being. Yet no matter how exhausted she was, Aaliyah always delivered, bringing performances that felt effortless and mesmerizing. Then in 2001, the unthinkable happened. At just 22 years old, Aaliyah's life was cut short in a devastating plane crash. The world was shocked, grief-stricken, and left wondering what could have been. Unlike many others on this list, she didn't leave due to a disease or health battle. Her life was stolen in an instant. Yet her story remains a crucial part of the discussion surrounding Black celebrities and the brutal realities of fame. 9. Eddie Long. Eddie Long wasn't just a pastor, he was a force of nature in the Christian community. As the presiding bishop of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Georgia, he became one of the most influential religious figures in America, leading a massive congregation and making headlines for his humanitarian work and passionate sermons. But even a man of immense faith and resilience couldn't escape the cruel grip of illness. Eddie's life took a devastating turn when he was diagnosed with cancer, a disease that forced him to step away from the pulpit and focus on survival. Cancer is a merciless opponent, attacking the body in unimaginable ways. And for Eddie, it was a battle that drained him physically, mentally, and emotionally. Once a towering figure of energy and charisma, he was forced into periods of rest, recovery, and reflection. Even as his health declined, Eddie never lost his faith. He urged his followers to remain strong, even as he was enduring one of the toughest trials of his life. His congregation stood by him, hoping for a miracle. But in 2017, at the age of 63, Eddie Long passed away, leaving behind a legacy of inspiration and faith. 10. Tommy "Tiny" Lister. Tommy "Tiny" Lister was larger than life, both on and off screen. Best known for his role as Debo, the terrifying, muscle-bound bully in the Friday series, he had a towering presence that made him instantly recognizable. But behind the tough guy persona, Tommy was known for his kind heart, generosity, infectious personality. Hollywood loved him, and fans couldn't get enough of his intimidating yet magnetic energy. But while the world saw a man of strength and confidence, behind the scenes, Tommy was quietly battling serious health issues. Over the years, he struggled with various medical complications, but his unyielding spirit kept him pushing forward, working on film projects, TV appearances, and personal ventures. Then came 2020, a year of immense loss. Tommy Lister contracted COVID-19, a deadly virus that had already claimed lives worldwide. Sadly, his body couldn't fight off the brutal effects, and in December 2020, he passed away, leaving fans heartbroken. But even before COVID, Tommy had faced serious physical challenges, including blindness in one eye and ongoing health struggles. Yet he never let these obstacles define him. Instead, he worked tirelessly, becoming one of the most recognizable and beloved figures in Hollywood. His passing was a tragic loss, but his legacy as an unforgettable talent and a kind-hearted soul will never fade. 11. Bill Withers. Bill Withers was more than just a musician. He was a storyteller, a poet of emotion whose soulful voice resonated across generations. With timeless classics like Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine, In Just the Two of Us, He didn't just create chart-topping hits. He crafted songs of hope, love, and resilience. His voice carried raw emotion, making every lyric feel personal and deeply moving. Despite his unmatched success, Bill Withers made a shocking decision. He walked away from the limelight. After years of relentless touring, the pressures of fame and the exhausting demands of the music industry took a toll on him. By the 1980s, Bill chose to prioritize something more important: his own well-being. While he wasn't diagnosed with an incurable disease, he felt the strain of the industry, and instead of pushing himself to the limit, he made the bold choice to step away from the stage and focus on his health and personal life. His music never faded, even though he left the spotlight. 12. Michaela de Prince. Michaela de Prince is more than just a ballerina. She's a symbol of resilience, a dancer whose story moved the world. Rising from the war-torn chaos of Sierra Leone, she defied every odd, transforming her pain into art, passion, and breathtaking performances. But behind the grace, the talent, and the standing ovations, Michaela faced a battle of her own, one that many dancers encounter but few speak about. The relentless demands of ballet led her into the depths of a severe eating disorder, a struggle that threatened both her health and career. The pressure to maintain a perfect physique, the constant physical demands, and the unforgiving standards of the dance world took a devastating toll. Recognizing the need to prioritize her well-being, Michaela made the difficult choice to step away, focusing on healing and recovery. Ballet is an art form that demands everything, and sometimes the cost is too high. But Michaela's spirit remains unbreakable, and her legacy as a fighter, a dreamer, and an inspiration continues. 13. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett is Hollywood royalty. From her electrifying performance as Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It, to her commanding presence as Queen Ramonda in Black Panther, she has solidified herself as a force of nature in the industry. Her talent, grace, and resilience have made her one of the most respected actresses of all time. But even the strongest icons need to step back sometimes. A few years ago, Angela faced a personal battle, one that forced her to pause and focus on her health. While it wasn't an incurable illness, it was a wake-up call, a reminder that even the most unstoppable figures are still human. The grueling demands of Hollywood, the constant pressure to perform, and the relentless schedule became overwhelming, pushing her to take a necessary break. Instead of pushing through the exhaustion, Angela chose self-care over the spotlight. She gave herself the time to recover, recharge, and come back stronger. And when she returned, she did so with the same fire, the same power, and the same legendary presence that made her unforgettable in the first place. 14. Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks became a fan favorite with her unforgettable portrayal of Tasty in the hit Netflix series Orange is the New Black. With her raw talent and magnetic screen presence, she captivated audiences and received critical acclaim for bringing depth and authenticity to her character. But Danielle's talent wasn't confined to television. She made waves on Broadway, proving herself as a versatile actress and a gifted singer. However, behind the glamour of Hollywood, Danielle faced hidden struggles. Like many in the industry, the constant pressure of fame and the unrelenting scrutiny took a heavy toll on her mental well-being. The burden of always being in the public eye, maintaining a flawless image, and meeting sky-high expectations became overwhelming. Eventually, Danielle made a life-changing decision. She stepped back from the spotlight to focus on her mental health and overall well-being. In interviews, Danielle spoke openly about how prioritizing her mental health became more important than her career. By taking a break, she sent a powerful message. It's okay to step away when the weight of the world becomes too much. Her bravery in putting herself first not only gained respect from fans, but also made her a symbol of self-care and resilience in the entertainment industry. 15. Debbie Allen. A true icon in the world of dance, Debbie Allen is a choreographer, actress, and director who has inspired countless performers across generations. Best known for her role as Lydia Grant in the TV series Fame, she brought passion, discipline, and unparalleled skill to the screen, motivating an entire generation of dancers. Beyond acting, Debbie built an illustrious career behind the scenes, choreographing Broadway productions, television shows, and major films. Her influence on dance and entertainment is undeniable, shaping countless careers and setting new standards for excellence. However, Debbie's relentless dedication to her craft came at a cost. Over the years, she faced serious physical challenges, including chronic knee issues that made the rigorous demands of dance increasingly difficult. But rather than letting her health struggles define her, Debbie refused to slow down. She pushed through the pain, adapted her career, and continued to mentor and inspire new generations of dancers. 16. Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry was a powerhouse in Major League Baseball, MLB, known for his electrifying hitting power and game-changing performances. Throughout his career, he played for some of the biggest teams, including the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. With multiple All-Star selections and World Series championships, he solidified himself as one of baseball's most feared hitters. But despite his on-field dominance, Darryl's life was far from easy. His career was plagued by personal struggles, and in later years he faced his toughest opponent yet: cancer. The diagnosis was devastating, forcing him to step away from the game he loved to undergo treatment. His battle with serious health complications tested his mental and physical strength. Yet Darryl refused to let it define him. After receiving treatment, he took time to focus on his recovery and eventually found a new purpose: advocating for health awareness and helping others through their struggles. His story is a testament to resilience, proving that even the greatest champions face challenges, but true strength comes from how they fight back. 17. Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is a legend in the music industry, a visionary composer, producer, and musician whose contributions have shaped the sound of jazz, R&B, and pop for decades. His unparalleled influence spans across multiple genres, from working with Frank Sinatra to producing Michael Jackson's iconic albums, Thriller and Bad. His legacy is unmatched, making him one of the most celebrated figures in music history, with 28 Grammy Awards to his name. But even legends aren't invincible. Over the years, Quincy suffered from serious health complications, including multiple strokes and other life-threatening conditions that gradually forced him to slow down. The fast-paced lifestyle he had maintained for decades became unsustainable, leading him to step away from public life to focus on recovery and regaining his strength. 18. Rickey Smiley. Rickey Smiley has spent decades bringing laughter to audiences as a comedian, radio host, and actor. His stand-up performances, film roles, and the beloved Rickey Smiley Morning Show made him one of the most cherished figures in entertainment. But beyond his humor, Rickey was known for his big heart, deep devotion to family, and strong commitment to his community. However, life threw unexpected challenges his way. Rickey struggled with persistent health issues that made keeping up with his grueling schedule nearly impossible. To make matters even more difficult, he took on the emotional and physical burden of caring for his ailing mother, whose own health was rapidly declining. The weight of these responsibilities eventually forced Rickey to make a heart-wrenching decision. He stepped away from the spotlight to focus on his well-being and his family. For a man as driven and passionate as Rickey, leaving behind the career he loved wasn't easy, but he knew it was the only choice to protect his health and the people who mattered most. 19. Vernon Jordan. Vernon Jordan was a powerhouse in American politics and business, a civil rights leader turned high-profile political advisor who shaped careers, policies, and social progress. As a key figure in civil rights movements, Vernon dedicated his life to breaking barriers and opening doors for Black professionals in law, business, and government. His influence reached the highest levels of power, becoming a trusted advisor to President Bill Clinton, guiding key decisions and shaping the political landscape. But even the most unstoppable forces aren't immune to life's toughest battles. Later in life, Vernon was diagnosed with cancer, a battle that forced him to drastically slow down and step away from his high-pressure career. Known for his relentless energy and constant presence, Vernon's decision to retreat from public life shocked many. But for the man who spent his life fighting for others, it was time to focus on his own fight, one for his health and recovery. 20. Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes is one of the most fearless voices in comedy, known for her razor-sharp wit, unfiltered humor, an undeniable presence in shows like The New Adventures of Old Christine and movies like Monster-in-Law. She's been a trailblazer in stand-up, using comedy to tackle social issues, politics, and personal experiences in a way that only she can. But in 2011, Wanda's world changed when she received a shocking diagnosis: breast cancer. The discovery was made during what was supposed to be a routine breast reduction surgery. Instead, doctors found early-stage cancer, forcing her to make a life-altering decision: a double mastectomy to ensure her long-term health. Rather than keeping her diagnosis private, Wanda chose to speak openly about her journey, using her platform to raise awareness about breast cancer, particularly in Black communities where health conversations are often stigmatized. Her courage and honesty not only saved lives but also reinforced her status as a bold and fearless voice, both on and off the stage. 21. Della Reese. Della Reese was a force of nature, a soulful singer and powerhouse actress who left an unforgettable mark on entertainment. From her chart-topping music career with hits like Don't You Know to her iconic role as Tess in Touched by an Angel, she captivated audiences for decades with her extraordinary talent and warmth. But behind the scenes, Della was fighting a silent battle. She was diagnosed with diabetes, a condition that severely impacted her health in her later years. The complications became so serious that she had no choice but to retire from performing to prioritize her well-being. Despite her struggles, Della remained a beacon of hope. She openly spoke about her journey, using her story to educate and inspire others to take control of their health. Her resilience and grace in the face of adversity prove that true legends never fade. They continue to inspire, long after the spotlight dims. 22. Bebe Winans. Bebe Winans, a gospel legend, has spent decades lifting spirits with his soul-stirring voice and powerful lyrics. Alongside his siblings, the Winans brothers, he helped redefine gospel music, creating hits like Addictive Love and Heaven that touched millions of hearts. But even with unshakable faith, no one is immune to life's trials. Over the years, Bebe battled serious health issues that forced him to step away from his demanding career. While he never revealed all the details of his condition, it became clear that he needed to slow down and focus on self-care. 23. Lena Horne. Lena Horne was more than just a dazzling actress and singer. She was a revolutionary force who shattered barriers in Hollywood at a time when Black entertainers were barely given a chance. With her mesmerizing voice and undeniable stage presence, she became a legend, starring in films like Stormy Weather and Cabin in the Sky. But Lena's impact stretched far beyond entertainment. She used her platform to speak out against racial injustice, becoming an iconic advocate for civil rights. However, even trailblazers aren't immune to life's cruel twists. As the years passed, Lena's health declined, and she faced a devastating battle with lung disease. For over 25 years, she fought against the illness, but it eventually took its toll, forcing her to step away from the limelight. The once unstoppable performer had no choice but to focus on her health, leaving behind a legacy that paved the way for future generations of Black artists. 24. Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is a living legend, a name synonymous with timeless music and unmatched talent. Despite being born blind, he never let it limit his potential, rising to become one of the greatest musicians in history. Songs like Superstition, Isn't She Lovely, and Higher Ground earned him 25 Grammy Awards, securing his place among music's all-time icons. His soulful voice and profound lyrics have touched millions of hearts, inspiring generations of artists. But even legends face hardships. Over the past few years, Stevie's health deteriorated, and he was diagnosed with severe kidney disease. The condition became so critical that he underwent a life-saving transplant, forcing him to step away from music to focus on recovery and healing. It wasn't just about getting better. It was about regaining the strength to return to the stage, delivering the same passion and energy his fans had always loved. 25. LaToya Jackson. LaToya Jackson has always been a familiar name. Born into the iconic Jackson family and carving out her own career as a singer, model, and TV personality. With songs like Heart Don't Lie, she showcased her vocal abilities. And through media appearances, she kept audiences captivated. However, being a Jackson came with unimaginable pressure, and for LaToya, that pressure became too much to bear. The constant scrutiny, Personal struggles and overwhelming demands of fame took a severe toll on her mental and physical health. She suffered from a nervous breakdown and other health complications, which ultimately forced her to step back from the public eye. For LaToya, walking away wasn't a choice. It was a necessity. With incredible courage, she chose self-preservation over stardom, prioritizing her well-being over the industry that nearly broke her.